Let's bring in the panel now, and Radio 2CC breakfast host in Canberra, Stephen Senatiempo, joins us from the nation's capital, and Kristy McSweeney from PR Counsel, she's the Managing Director there, joins us from Melbourne. Good to see you both. I want to start off by showing you both something you won't have seen much before, and these are pictures of Greta Thunberg, the climate activist, getting onto a plane. She's now on a plane and being deported, sent back to Sweden from Israel. No sailing, no push bikes. She's burning fossil fuels, being sent back there. And good on the Israelis, Kristy, for sending her home. Quick, smart.
The poster girl of our times, Chris. I've heard her ship described as the selfie ship. And this, of course, is just endemic of a certain, I'm not going to say majority, but a certain element of her generation. She rose to fame. She's almost like the pop star of the social media activist generation, and she can't stop. She might change her mind when she turns 30 and talk about collaborating with people a little bit better to change ideas. Who knows? But for now, that's what I kind of like to refer to her as.
Absolutely. Look, it's just sickening though, Stephen, because she's said that she was being kidnapped, and to compare the way that she was looked after by the Israelis and fed and now sent home on a plane, and to talk about kidnapping while there are still hostages being held, some alive, some dead. It is just sickening, and what really sticks in your craw, although it doesn't surprise us, is that they all refuse to actually watch the evidence presented to them of what Hamas did on October the 7th.
Yeah, how dare they? They've stolen my tugboat. But that was absolutely appalling. That the Israelis were right. Before you go, we're going to make you watch this video. We're going to make you watch what really happened on October 7, so that you can get this rubbish out of your head that you thought was going on here. No, we don't want to see it. We don't want to know the truth. We're not interested. How dare you try to tell us what the truth is?
Yeah, now I thought the official Israeli government spokesperson summed it up pretty well. Have a look.
Greta was not bringing aid, she was bringing herself. And she's not here for Gaza, let's be blunt about it. She's here for Greta. Poor Greta. She's been alienated. She's alienated half of the world with this crying wolf, and now she's looking for her next bandwagon. This was a PR stunt, sailing under the flag of moral vanity.
Sailing under the flag of moral vanity. What a lovely line. Amen. That is. It kind of leads me on to the next topic, because the United Nations is very good at sailing under the flag of vanity, of moral vanity, and they've started lashing out against the Queensland government. The United Nations Youth Branch has been trying to say that young Queenslanders aren't able to go out at night or socialise for fear of falling victim to the Queensland government's youth crime crackdown, Stephen. This is just more outrageous nonsense, isn't it?
I got a tip for the youth of Queensland. Don't break the law and you'll be fine. And the UN, why is the UN getting involved in this stuff? I mean, look, I think the UN should be disbanded anyway, and it's become a moribund organisation. But fair dinkum. We're afraid to go out because we might get arrested if we break the law. That's how it happens in a Western liberal democracy. If you break the law, you can expect to be punished for it. Look, no sympathy for anybody here.
Yeah, I think if Queenslanders are afraid to go out, Kristy, and it's the same in other parts of the country, they might be afraid to go out because of the crime that's on the streets rather than the law enforcement officials trying to keep people safe.
Well, exactly. And look, from time to time, youth wing organisations, the Young Liberals do it, Young Labor does it. This is the far left fringe, I think, probably too far left to even fit into the Greens. This UN youth wing group of 18 to 25-year-olds in Queensland who are lecturing the Queensland government on how to keep Queenslanders safe and how to get Queensland tackling the youth crime epidemic, which of course is in regional Queensland as well as metropolitan Queensland. And they're asking questions like, instead of arresting someone, why don't we look at the reasons of why they've done that? Well, here's another tip for the youth wing of the United Nations in Queensland. The Queensland government has actually also launched an inquiry into neglect of children in care, and part of those questions are attacking the social policy levers and trying to clean that mess up as well. So sensationalist, fringe, left youth wing politics here on display, I think. As for what the actual UN thinks about it, who knows? They'll probably come in over the top sometime soon as well and get involved.
And who cares what they think of it? I thought it was actually a bit of a political gift for the Premier, David Christopherly, because he was able to say, we in Queensland will decide what we do here. Here he is.
We have seen again the UN trying to intervene in Queensland laws. And I say to the UN, whether or not it's the youth arm or the main arm, we are our own laws. We will make our laws for Queenslanders.
Yeah, I think that gets a head nod right around the country, let alone in Queensland. Yeah.